3 terrorists have been reportedly killed after a gunfight which broke out between Indian security forces and terrorists in South Kashmir's Tral area. Now, according to the Kashmir Zone Police, the encounter began at Nadir in Tral area of Awantipora district. A coordinated anti-terrorist operation was underway with security forces cordoning off the area and engaging the terrorists. Now, we are awaiting further details on the operation as it continues. At least 3 terrorists are reportedly killed in this gun battle. Now, as per sources, the terrorists neutralized are Asif Sheikh, a resident of Tral, who has been active since April of 2022. Just to remind you, his house was demolished after the Pahalgam terror attack. This was one of the first reports that came out. Asif Sheikh's house was demolished soon after the 22nd of April. The second terrorist, believed to be Amir Nazir Wani. He was also from Tral. He has been active since August of last year. Forces demolished his house as well. And the third terrorist is Yavar Ahmad Bhatt from Tral. Again, Asif Sheikh's name had come up during the Pahalgam terror attack as well. He reportedly had helped the terrorists with the logistical support they needed to carry out the deadly attack in Baisaran Meadows on the 22nd of April. All right, to get us the latest, again, I'm now being joined by our special correspondent, Idris Sloan, who's joining me from Srinagar. Idris, you've been tracking this since the morning. And of course, now we heard of news of 1 terrorist. Now it's gone up to 3 as per reports. Give us more on what you know so far.
Well, Shivan, all the 3 terrorists who were holed up at the encounter site have finally been killed by security forces. Their bodies have been recovered, as well as the arms and ammunition they were carrying have been recovered as well. We are hearing from our sources that the names that had cropped up earlier of Asif, Amir and Yavar, all related to Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist outfit. They are the ones who have been killed in the encounter. However, security forces have not revealed their identities as of yet. But that's what the information with security forces was when they received an input about the presence of these terrorists in the area. Now the operation, the search operation is being carried out across the village where the main encounter was taking place after all the terrorist bodies have been recovered. This comes in the wake of when there are 2 union ministers, one Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is in Srinagar at the moment. He met up with the Indian Army soldiers at the BB Camp Army base here in Srinagar to build up basically the morale of all those who were involved in Operation Sindoor. He was here to congratulate them for the success Operation Sindoor has been. And on the other side, we also have the aviation minister here in Srinagar, where I'm standing right now. He's just behind going into the shops, basically meeting with all the shopkeepers here. He said he has already held a meeting at the airport in Srinagar, which is completely functional now. All the flights have been taking off and landing in Srinagar today, and he said all of them majorly are fully booked, and he hopes that the tourism industry that has hit basically had the major impact after the Pahalgam attack. They're hoping that the tourism industry will revive, and the conditions overall in Jammu and Kashmir also going back on track. The normalcy returning with all the schools and colleges opening also in the bordering areas as well, and we're seeing that the union ministers also visiting Jammu and Kashmir to give basically a message to people across the country that everything is back to normal and people can finally come and visit Jammu and Kashmir.
Idris, and that message, of course, as long as that message definitely goes to all the citizens in India, when you have 2 union ministers standing in Jammu and Kashmir while these terrorists are being taken down one by one, that message, do you also reckon is also it's going directly to the backers of these terrorists across the border?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Shivan, the message that was sent by the defense minister also was directly going across the line of control to Pakistan, that if they even think of breaking the ceasefire or escalating the situation, it will definitely be retaliated, and retaliated with full force. On the other hand, we're also seeing that these union ministers are also reaching out to the locals of Jammu and Kashmir. They're making sure that the people of Jammu and Kashmir who've had, because most of the livelihood who are people related to the tourism, they are dependent on it. And that's the message they also want to send across to people across different parts of the country.
All right, Idris. Thanks so much for getting us the latest as you are holding ground there with the Civil Aviation Minister in the region where you're standing at this point. We'll be tracking those developments with you closely. That was Idris Sloan getting us the latest from Srinagar.